So long are the days gone when BlockFi, Celsius, even Hodlonaut, you were able to get a return of investment really high and potentially become a millionaire. It actually was happening until it wasn't. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some passive income in the world of cryptocurrency. So as you can see on the screen, staking Polkadot. If you're new around here, please do, if you want to, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe if you like it. Free, of course. I want to talk about today staking, on-chain staking. Now, up to 18% rewards on Polkadot. This is where we're going to start. On-chain staking, how does it work? It's important that you note this, right? On-chain staking is a little bit safer than the obvious exchanges for obvious reasons and brokerage kind of platforms such as Nexo, Celsius, etc., 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 right? They control your money. That's bad. Link below to a Ledger tutorial. It's there for you to learn. And we're going to talk about Ledger in a minute. But the ins and outs. So obviously the historic rate is relatively high. The amount staked of DOT is high. Now, this is ultimately the exact same as any protocol mainly, right? It's a security element. The more that's staked, the more secure it is, and you are getting paid. Think of it like dividends, right? You are controlling what you put in and how you want to do it, realistically, through very different sources, which we'll go through in a minute. But this is important to note. Please treat this like units. You want to get more DOT. You want to get more NEAR. You want to get more Ethereum, for example, right? Don't think of it as dollars. Think of it as units. There's a right time and a wrong time to stake because there's lockups and other bits and pieces, right? So when we're getting this, obviously you can stake your own rewards. How it works, you're a nominator and you pick validators. It's the exact same on pretty much any network, and those validators will do the business for you. And yes, you can stake in multiple places. This is the exact bit for every single asset that you can stake. Not every asset you can stake. I will show you where to go. So make sure you stick around, if I could speak. Now, natively, you can do it. Easy. Non-custodial wallets. Third-party liquidity kind of pools. Yes, you can do it, but not the greatest all the time. But obviously, custodial exchanges. Yeah, you're going to be careful with certain things. But for me, natively on the network is what we're going to focus on mainly. It makes obvious sense. So first thing you can do, decentralization, is, as I said before, Ledger. If you are not very tech savvy, you can go on Ledger Live and you can stake the likes of Cosmos, you can stake Polkadot, Ethereum, Algorand, etc. all on here. Very, very straightforward. Obviously, you can click on the dot link here and it's all looking tickety-boo. It is nice. Now, the biggest drawdown with, obviously, Polkadot is there's a 28-day lockup. Some have lockup, some do not. Make sure you do your research. Now, it's up to you to do your research fully before you start doing this. Because one, you'll know how much reward you're going to get. B, you'll know how much the lockup is. And C, what wallets to use, right? Other things to talk about. Moving on, you can use a website called Lido. Now, Lido also use Ledger. And yeah, if you want to stake your Ethereum, you can do it through Ledger, and it's basically through this pool. Now, Solana, Polygon, Polkadot, and Kusama, you can all use this. Now, it's very, very easy. If I just press stake now, it will give you a nice little bit of information. It's done through this sort of protocol. You're going to get 4.9%, and you can connect multiple wallets. MetaMask is an obvious one. Ledger is an obvious one. Obviously, Wallet Connect. Obviously, Coinbase. You get the idea, right? Very, very straightforward. If you're holding the underlying asset, you can stake it. Now, mentioned it before, units. Think of them as your units, right? If you've got one Ethereum, try and grow one Ethereum, right? It kind of sounds obvious, but that's kind of what you need to be looking at. So if I go to learn more here, you can see a lot of information. You can also get an earnings calculator, right? Now, obviously, if you've got, say, 30 Ethereum, quite a lot of money, right? But you're sitting on that. It's not really working for you, is it? Now, if we're in a multiple year bear market or whatever period of time of accumulation, it would be quite nice to get that many units per month, wouldn't it? Nod and agree. Yes. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this thought, press the like button, right? You get the idea? So, dead money, providing there's no lockup, providing you have full custody of your assets, please make sure that this is an option to you. Because when you look at this ecosystem, it's all decentralized. You have the keys, right? Okay, good. Moving on. Now, I talked about the keys. Yeah. There's obviously the opposite. There's stuff like non-custodial. These are exchanges. These are leverage platforms like what I said at the start of the video with the likes of BlockFi, with Celsius, etc. Look what happened with FTX. You can stake on the likes of Binance, you can stake on Coinbase, Kraken, etc. However, you do not hold the keys. They'll be very, very similar, maybe even more returns, because they're going to entice you to give them your coins, essentially, right? If I can get my words out. So be careful. DeFi lending platforms, kind of alluded to it before. Aave, Curve, this is kind of what I just talked about here in terms of obviously the likes of Lido. So for that, utilizing these platforms here, they will utilize them. It makes sense, right? So these are DeFi lending. You can do the exact same thing. And for obvious reasons, right? The opposite element to this. How do you find a coin that you want to stake that you do not know if you can stake? Well, if you go onto this website here called Staking Rewards, right? If I just go to the homepage, well, this is a homepage, you get all the assets here. You press view assets and you can find out where they all are, right? So you may want to stake, for example, Elrond, right? Which is now called Multiverse X. I don't know who made up that name, but you get the idea. And you can learn roughly how to, get your stuff. So you can delegate it for however much, and you can find out on this website where you can do it. So obviously you can use these websites here. Personally, I think there's more information that you can probably find on the actual Elrond website, but you get the idea. This is how and why you should be doing research. For the same thing with Phantom, stake as you go, the rewards, all that kind of good stuff, the validators you can use. Other things you can do as well, not so much on stake, but the likes of GMX, right? GMX Random, I'm going to go into it. It's not so much staking the on-chain element of the token. You can provide liquidity to a decentralized platform exchange such as GMX, and you can earn some money back, right? Yeah, good. So make sure you are fully aware of that. So in terms of that, you need to do your research, you need to find out stuff. But as I say, right, if I scroll onto here, you can see all the top lending platforms, all the best providers for the likes of Ethereum, whatever, right? What about Avalanche? You can find all the top staking providers in terms of what you can get. They are all here, right? All the information is all here. So make sure you get that. Now, that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm done now. The first thing that you need to remember though, and I will say this all the time, make sure you are doing it with custody. Do not be giving your hard-earned money away. If you want to stake an underlying asset that you're hodling, do it. Crack on. But don't give it to someone else, right? Don't give it to an exchange, whatever. You hold the keys. Do your research. The likes of Cardano, very, very simple to do. The likes of Polkadot, very, very easy to do. Polygon, Ethereum, etc. Very, very easy to do. Do your research. And yes, some of them can be up to 18%. It's pretty damn awesome, right? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe. There'll be more videos coming. Check out our channel. And yes, we do a podcast, so make sure you give that a listen to.